Antonia Toya Johnson was born on January 24, 1979, in New Orleans, Louisiana, into a family struggling with poverty and instability. As the youngest of several siblings, her childhood was shaped by challenges that forced her to grow up quickly. Despite the difficulties, Toya developed a strong sense of independence early on. The lively culture of New Orleans, with its music, art, and community, offered both inspiration and escape. Growing up in a household affected by addiction and hardship, she quickly learned the value of resilience and self-reliance. These early experiences instilled in her a determination to create a better future, one where she could protect herself and eventually provide stability for her own children. Toya's formative years laid the foundation for a life marked by courage, self-discovery, and the determination to rise above circumstances that could have limited her potential. Teenage love and early motherhood. At just 14, Toya met Dwayne Michael Carter Jr., who would later become the global superstar Lil Wayne. Their teenage romance quickly grew serious, and by 15, Toya became pregnant with their daughter, Regina. The pregnancy brought both joy and immense responsibility at a time when most teens are still discovering themselves. Despite the challenges, Toya was determined to embrace motherhood and prove that being young didn't mean being incapable. She balanced school, family pressures, and the early stirrings of Wayne's music career while learning to navigate the complexities of her new life. Toya's resilience and clarity of purpose allowed her to focus on her daughter while adapting to the public attention that naturally came with being associated with a rising star. Her experiences as a teenage mother became a guiding force in her determination to create a life of independence and self-respect. Marriage and independence. Toya and Lil Wayne married in 2004, but by that time, Toya had already realized she wanted her identity to extend beyond being a superstar's wife. Though financially secure, she recognized the imbalance in their relationship and the limitations it placed on her autonomy. Toya decided that independence and personal growth were more important than comfort or status. This insight marked the beginning of her journey toward self-empowerment. She focused on her own ambitions and creative interests, exploring music and writing as outlets for self-expression. By divorcing Wayne in 2006, Toya made a courageous decision to reclaim her life and define herself on her own terms. The experience reinforced her belief that true security comes not from another person, but from building one's own path, something she would continue to exemplify throughout her life. Creative exploration and music. During her early adult years, Toya pursued music as a personal and artistic outlet. Inspired by icons such as Whitney Houston and Janet Jackson, she experimented with R&B and hip-hop, writing lyrics that reflected her experiences as a young mother navigating fame. While her connection to Lil Wayne offered opportunities, it also cast a shadow over her work, as people often viewed her through the lens of their relationship. Nevertheless, Toya's dedication to developing her voice and musical style allowed her to explore emotions she otherwise couldn't express publicly. Music became a way to process her feelings of loneliness, frustration, and ambition. Though her early demos never reached major label status, they represented a vital step in her growth as an individual, showcasing a young woman determined to be seen for her talent rather than her associations. Authorship and storytelling. Toya Johnson further established her independence by venturing into writing. Her autobiography gave her the chance to share the intimate details of her life, growing up in New Orleans, becoming a teenage mother, and navigating life alongside a superstar. The memoir process was both challenging and liberating. By recounting her experiences, Toya reclaimed her narrative from the public perception of being just a rapper's ex. She highlighted the difficulties of maintaining identity, managing personal aspirations, and parenting under scrutiny, all while staying true to herself. Publishing her book allowed her to connect with a broader audience and inspire others facing similar challenges. It also served as an affirmation of her resilience, demonstrating that personal stories have value beyond fame and offering a platform to advocate for self-determination and independence. Reality television and public image. Toya's reality television career provided another avenue to define her identity beyond relationships. Her appearances on shows like Tiny and Toya allowed audiences to see her as a multifaceted individual, a devoted mother, savvy entrepreneur, and woman with ambitions beyond the spotlight of celebrity. Through reality TV, she demonstrated humor, wisdom, and strength, offering viewers a genuine perspective of her life. Later, her spin-off series, Toya, A Family Affair, highlighted her connection to New Orleans and her efforts to balance family and career. Television became a platform not only for entertainment, but for representation, as Toya showed that women could thrive independently while embracing their personal and cultural identities. Her shows reinforced the importance of authenticity and the power of reclaiming one's narrative in a world quick to label and define. Marriage to Robert Red Rushing. After her divorce, Toya eventually met Robert Red Rushing, a partner who respected her independence and shared her values. Their relationship, which culminated in marriage in 2022, marked a new chapter of mutual support and personal growth. Unlike past relationships, this partnership emphasized communication, respect, and shared decision-making. Together, they navigated challenges, including business ventures and family matters, with maturity and understanding. Red's presence in Toya's life allowed her to experience a partnership where her voice and choices were valued, reinforcing lessons learned from past experiences. This marriage exemplified her journey of selecting partners who enhance, rather than diminish her life, reflecting the evolution of a woman who had learned the importance of boundaries, respect, and self-worth. Personal tragedy and family loss. Toya faced devastating loss in 2016 when her brothers Rudy and Josh Johnson were tragically killed. The deaths were a profound emotional blow, challenging her resilience and reshaping her approach to family relationships. Despite grief and public scrutiny, Toya navigated the legal proceedings with dignity and determination. The tragedy also reinforced her understanding of the importance of setting boundaries and prioritizing mental and emotional well-being. She recognized that protecting her family and herself sometimes required making difficult decisions, even when it meant distancing from toxic dynamics. This period became a defining moment, illustrating her capacity for strength, self-preservation, and the courage to protect loved ones while maintaining personal integrity. Lessons in boundaries and self-preservation. Through years of challenges, Toya learned the importance of setting boundaries in both personal and professional relationships. She realized that love does not require self-sacrifice to the point of harm, and that family loyalty must be balanced with personal well-being. By drawing lines with relatives who disrespected her space or overstepped, Toya prioritized mental health and modeled healthy relationships for her children. Her experiences highlighted the necessity of discerning between helping and enabling, and of understanding that protecting oneself can coexist with compassion. These lessons have become central to her approach to life, illustrating the transformative power of self-respect, intentional decision-making, and emotional maturity. Legacy and influence. Toya Johnson's journey from a teenage mother in New Orleans to a successful entrepreneur, reality star, and advocate is a testament to resilience, self-determination, and growth. She has demonstrated that life's hardships can be transformed into opportunities for empowerment, and that one's past does not define the future. Her daughter Regina has emerged as a grounded young adult, embodying the values her mother instilled through example. Toya's story inspires others to embrace their individuality, set boundaries, and pursue their dreams regardless of societal expectations. Beyond fame, Toya's legacy lies in her commitment to personal growth, her advocacy for health and equality, and her unwavering belief in the power of resilience, serving as a beacon for anyone navigating the challenges of life while striving for independence.